Today, I'm going to teach you how to simulate data, and how to select a sample. How to simulate data and how to select a sample. So let's start with how to sample. I have numbers 1 to 100, and I want to sample 5 numbers from it. How will I do it? I will make use of this sample function. To learn about the sample function, you use the F sample to sample function, random sample. So this is it. So first you write X. X here means you want to learn about X, you read this. So X means the data set you are sampling from. Then size means the number of samples you want, the sample size. Then replace means, are you sampling with replacement or sampling without replacement? It means after picking the first number, should arrow consider you returning the number you picked? So just it like I have a box that contains, let's say I want to sample from 1 to 10. I have a box that contains numbers 1 to 10. When I pick the first one, let's say I picked a 4. Do you want arrow to return the 4 back to the box before picking the second number, or you want arrow to throw away, that's to keep the 4 outside? Then you'll be left with just 9 balls inside the box. So that's what it means by sampling with replacement and sampling without replacement. So you tell arrow. So when you sample with replacement, it's possible to pick a number 2 times. But when you sample without replacement, you can't pick a number 2 times. So let's sample 1 to 10. I just use the sequence function, 1 to 10. So 1 to 10, 1 colon 10 means 1, 2, 3, 4 down to 10. I want to select 4 numbers. Then I'll select replace T. Either you write through, you spell it complete, or you just write T. So replace T means I'm sampling with replacement. Listen. So that is it. Arrow gave me 2 times because I sampled with replacement. But if I put false, I won't get 2 numbers. A particular number will not repeat itself more than once. So that's the meaning of sampling with replacement and sampling without replacement. I want to show you something. If I repeat, look at this, I want to alight and run. This, I got 8146. If I run it again, I won't get the same result. If I run it again, I won't get the same result. The reason is because I'm always sampling. So because you're always sampling, the possibility of you getting the same result you got before is very small. Now, what if I want to do a particular analysis and I'm thinking of sampling my data, but I want to be getting the same result whenever I repeat the analysis? What will I do? Then you have to do what we call in arrow set seed. So set seed is like you're telling arrow, I want, whenever I sample from a particular set seed, I want the result to be consistent. Now you are free to select any number you want to use for your set seed. You can use 1, you can use 2, you can use 100, you can use 1 million. The way I used to explain it to people. So the set seed is just like a box where you are sampling from. So we have different boxes you can sample from. So you select the box you want to sample from. And anytime you sample from that particular box, anywhere you are in the world, anybody that does that from that box will get the same result. So that's how I used to explain to people. You can use any number. So I'm using 3. Now check this. I got 5742. If I run it again, I'll still get the same result. Are you seeing it? Because why? I'm using set seed. So just like I'm selecting from a box called number 3, anytime I can keep sampling from that box, I'll get the same result. Wherever you are in the world, whenever you sample from the box 3, set seed 3, you will get the same result. Now let me change this number to 5. So I'm just like seeing it like I'm sampling from the set seed 5, box seed 5. I'll get a different result. But as far as the set seed 5, I keep on repeating it, I'll be getting the same result. Though the result will be different from set seed 3. You just select your set seed so that you can, anytime you run your code, you will still get the same result you got. Now, the reason why this is important, you can be writing a paper and an article. So let's say you did the analysis and you submit it to a journal. They reviewed your paper and they asked you to make some corrections. You are expected to get the same result while doing your correction. So if you sample with that certain seed and you are asked to correct some things, you can't get the same result you got the first time. Why? Because you refuse to set seed. So when you set seed, you are able to replicate the same result. So set seed helps you to replicate your result and get it the same time because you are sampling. This is how to sample, and how to sample with replacement and without replacement. So now let's learn how to simulate. Okay, let's sample characters. We've learned how to sample numbers, so let's sample characters. So let's say I have letter. Let me try this if it will work. Letters mean A to Z. I want to sample 8, replace true. Correct. So this is it. So I'm sampling letters in arrow mean A to Z. But if you want to write the letters yourself, you can do that. To sample I can do A, B, C, F. So sample 8 numbers, replace true. So that's it. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video, and part 2 of this video, as part 2 of this section, how to generate sample and simulate data, I will talk about how to simulate data. So for this part 1, I've talked about how to select samples. Watch the part 2. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and also share this video. Thank you.